Okay, no funny voice this time because this is a serious video. I want to make more serious videos. I want to make more serious and deep political content because that's what's needed in this space today, okay? Deep political content, very serious, no jokes. We can't have funny voice filters. That makes it sound like my mic was from 2002, all right? We can't have that anymore, all right? This is serious political content. Okay. Dear America, what is your problem with jaywalking? I am so sick of these self-righteous bicycle cops coming up to me and saying, hey, you're jaywalking. That's bad. And I'm like, officer, there's literally no one on the road. Why does it matter? And then he says, that's a ticket, sir. Are you going to continue talking back to me? And I look at him and I said, what are you going to do, huh? You're going to take me on your fucking big bike, huh? You're going to drag me to the station on your big bike? Yeah, I'm sure it'll fit both of us just fine. You stupid son of a bitch. And then I slap him and spit on him because I hate him. Jaywalking is my third favorite activity. What's my first two? Selling meth to children and then hitting them with a car when they run on the street. These are my favorite activities. And I'm so sick that Congress believes that these things should be illegal. They tell you that you cannot drink alcohol while behind the wheel. That should be legal. That's my fourth favorite activity. It's not my fault all the fun things are illegal, like shooting people in the face. But hey, that's beyond me. I just want to ask why jaywalking should be illegal. Jaywalking is the least horrible crime I commit on a daily basis, besides piracy. I am a pirate. I will pirate all your content. For reference, I am not pirating content. That is a joke. That is a joke. Please don't sue me. Anyway, jaywalking. There's literally nothing wrong with jaywalking. I can jaywalk right now, and nothing will happen. Nothing should happen. Jaywalking is just a natural part of life. Listen, I get it. Cars are meant for roads. I mean, I hate the nearest bicyclist as much as the next guy. If I drove cars, which I don't, because I am terrified of driving cars, because I feel like I will crash into a pole and die. But if I drove cars, I would hit every single bicyclist because I absolutely hate them. Cars are meant for roads. However, sometimes I need to walk places. And if I need to walk places, sometimes the place I need to get to is across the street. And sometimes cars are just not there. So if cars are not there, and the place I need to go to is across the street, why would I bother waiting at a stop sign? Why would I bother waiting at a crosswalk? I could just cross the street right there and get to where I'm trying to go. What is the actual point? What is the point? What? So fucking dumb police officers who have nothing better to do can get their quotas up? Is that it? I just want to jaywalk. I don't even have anywhere I want to go. I just love crossing the street. Crossing the street is my third favorite activity, which is why jaywalking is my third favorite activity, because that's what I love doing. But I can't do it because apparently it's illegal. That makes no sense. The only person who can get hurt in this situation is me. And I made sure there's no cars on the road. I called ahead of time. I called the road company. And newsflash, you don't own the roads. Fun fact. There's a lot of cities that don't own the roads. They do not own the roads that you're crossing. Right? So I called the city. I don't call the city. I call the road company. I say, hello, road company. Are there cars on the road? They say yes. I say, what about on the street? And they say no. I know for certain there are no cars driving there. And I say, okay. And then I cross the street. I am extra careful when crossing the street because I am a professional jaywalker. If jaywalking was a competition, I'd be number one. I am the greatest jaywalker to ever exist. I jaywalk for a living. Jaywalking is my livelihood, and the government is trying to take it away from me. I hate the government. If you haven't noticed, that's kind of my thing. I don't trust them. They always try to send bugs up my ass to take my synapses readings. Did you know they can do that? They can read the electrolytes in your brain. That's why they push Gatorade. Anyway, I like jaywalking. That's literally the one thing I like doing. And the government is trying to take it away from me. I don't understand why. I don't do anything wrong. I'm just crossing the street. What do you want me to do? Drive across the street? That sounds very dangerous. That sounds like it's going to hurt a lot more people than just me crossing it with my legs. But our government's filled with worms. That's right, worms. Did you know our government's filled with worm people? See, a lot of people think the government's filled with lizard people, and that's a myth. It's actually worm people. They're little worm guys. They go, hello, my name is Worm. My name is Worm, and I am a worm. That's what they say, because they are liars and manipulators. They will lie to you about everything. They are not people to be trusted. Again, I met a congressman before, in real life. He looked exactly like a worm. And I said, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Are you a worm? And he looked at me and said, oh, sonny boy, I'm not a worm. I'm a people. I'm a people, just like you. And then the Secret Service got around me and started beating me the fuck up, right? They just started beating the fuck out of me. And they said, why would you ask our dear congressman if he's a worm? Are you a terrorist? The only people who want to know if our congressmen are worms or not are terrorists. Are you a terrorist? Do you wish to blow up this beautiful, beautiful nation? And I said, no, I love this nation. I'm American. I'm American. I love this nation. And they said, no, you're not. No, you're not. You look Mexican. And I say, sir, that's because I am Mexican. And they go, see, you're not American. And then they continue to beat me and push my fucking teeth in. And the worm congressman is just like, yeah, beat him up. Beat him up. I'm not a worm. I'm not a worm. Anyway, jaywalking should be completely legal. But because worms are in our Congress, and because worms often get stepped on when jaywalking, 90% of jaywalkers step on worms. This is true. You can Google this. But because 90% of jaywalkers step on worms, jaywalking is made illegal. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there was a court case, America v. James, who also went by Jay. Jay loved walking. Jaywalking. You remember that? Jaywalking. And he loved walking so much, he would walk on the street and step on every worm he would see. That was a challenge. That's what he did. He challenged the government. And the government didn't like that because it's made up of worms. So what did they do? They killed him. The same people that killed Martin Luther King Jr. killed Jay. And then they made it illegal to be a jaywalker. R.I.P. Jaywalker. Anyway. I'm glad that I've been able to express my third favorite hobby. Maybe next time I can express my first favorite hobby, which is, again, running over children high on methamphetamines. Thank you for watching.